Hello and welcome. My name is Allison. I work in the ordering department here at Politics and Prose. And to honor the best in the spookiest month of the year, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, witches and witchy books. So I'm going to start with some nonfiction because when I think of witches, I think of Salem and the Salem witch trials. So perhaps the most well-known book on my list is The Witches by Stacy Schiff. This is definitely the most detailed account of the Salem witch trials I've ever read. And I really like how the narrator focuses on the afflicted girls and the power and the charge that they had over the situation. Definitely in a time when girls did not have power or charge over any situation. It is quite dense, however, so if you're looking for something a little quicker, more of an overview, then I recommend Witch Hunt by Marc Aronson. This is actually shelved in our children and teens department, but that's not to say it's not comprehensive. It's very well written and it's a good place to start if you're just looking for a timeline of the events or some of the heavy hitters of the time. Switching to fiction because that's why we're really here. I have Gallows Hill by Lois, which actually just came out last month and takes place during the mass hysteria. It's told from two different points of view, that of a Quaker man who's just come to Salem and he's really just learning about the events and sort of coming from the outside in. And then the other point of view is that of a teenage girl whose sister is one of the afflicted, so she's right in the action. It's an interesting way to sort of take in the story, two different lenses. It's a lot of fun. Fast forwarding 300 years, Salem 1991. One of my favorite books on the planet. This is the Physick book of Deliverance, Dane by Katherine Howe. This one follows a main character who finds some clues about a woman, Deliverance Dane, who had quite a harrowing journey during the Salem witch trials. There's lots of flashbacks and sort of weaves in and out between the 90s and the 1690s, good twists and turns, and it has a sequel, which was just as good. Honestly, this author could write an appliance manual and I would read it. It's fantastic. Switching out of that Salem theme, but still keeping with the witchy vibes, I have The Once and Future Witches by Alix Harrow. This does take place in Salem, but it's completely different, has a different feel to it. She writes a tale of like witchy suffragettes. It's delightful. The main characters live in a time when witchcraft is very illegal, but everyone uses it to do housework, to do things like their taxes and their chores. So lots of these groups start popping up to make witchcraft legal, but they're also fighting for the right to vote. So like I said, witchy suffragettes, it's a lot of fun. Another one that's going to be in our children and teens department is The Witch Haven. This one is by Sasha Peyton Smith. It's also kind of a suffragette time period, but it takes place in New York City, follows a group of young women at a witches academy. So if you like Harry Potter or The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, this is a really good one to add to your TBR pile. It also has a sequel that I think I liked better than the first one, so just take my word for it. This one is excellent. And then last but not least, another one of my favorites, A Discovery of Witches. If you are looking for the perfect book for a rainy afternoon with a book and a candle and a blanket and a cat and pumpkin spice, whatever, this is the book. It is cozy and autumnal and magical and twinkly and 10 out of 10. It's the beginning of a series of 4 as well. So there's a lot to look forward to with that one. So I hope you like them as much as I do. I'm at our Connecticut Avenue location, always willing to talk about witches and spooky things and horror novels. So if you're looking for a recommendation, I had a hard time narrowing down this list, so I'm happy to talk about more. So give me a shout. Thank you.